Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a hot topic that's making waves in the world of international trade, the new US tariffs on steel and aluminum, and how they're impacting Japan and other countries. But here's the twist. This story might just have a fisherman's benefit for Japan. Stick around to find out what that means. First, let me explain what a fisherman's benefit is. It's an old Japanese proverb that describes a situation where a third party benefits from a conflict between two others, kind of like a fisherman catching fish while two birds fight over them. In this case, the fisherman could be Japan. With the US imposing tariffs on countries like China and Mexico, their products become less competitive in the US market. That could open up opportunities for Japan to step in and capture some of that demand. But will it work? Let's break it down. US President Donald Trump recently announced fresh tariffs of 25% on steel and aluminum imports. These tariffs went into effect last Wednesday, and here's the kicker: there are no exceptions. That means even Japan, a longtime ally, isn't getting a free pass this time. Japan exported about 1.11 million tons of steel to the US last year, which is only about 3% of its total steel exports. But here's the thing. That number is already down 37% from 2017, thanks to earlier tariffs imposed during Trump's first term. So, can Japan turn this situation into a fisherman's benefit? Let's find out. Japan produced 1.66 million tons of rolled aluminum last year, but almost all of it was used domestically. Only 20,000 tons were exported to the US. So, while the tariffs might sting, they're not a knockout blow. At least, not yet. But here's where it gets interesting. Some analysts believe Japan could still gain a fisherman's benefit if the tariffs hit other countries harder. For example, during Trump's first term, Vietnam saw its exports to the US rise as China's share declined. Could Japan be next in line for a similar advantage? With tariffs hitting countries like China, Mexico, and Canada, their products become less competitive in the United States market. That could open up opportunities for Japan to step in and capture some of that demand. But it's not that simple. Japan's competitiveness in certain products isn't as strong as, say, South Korea or Germany. But if the tariffs cover a wide range of goods, Japan might still find ways to benefit. It's a tricky balancing act, though. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Cars. The Japanese auto industry is watching these tariffs very closely. Why? Because Trump has already hinted at imposing 25% tariffs on imported cars, and that could hit Japan hard. Here's the thing. About 60% of Japanese cars sold in the US are actually made in the US, so the impact might not be as bad as it seems. But for the 40% that are imported, a 25% tariff could mean higher prices for consumers and lower profits for automakers. And that's a big deal. Japan isn't the only one feeling the heat. Countries like Thailand, a major aluminum exporter to the US, are also scrambling to adapt. Some Thai companies are even looking to shift their focus to other markets in Asia and the Middle East. And let's not forget the EU. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has already called these tariffs bad for business and worse for consumers. The EU is even planning countermeasures to protect its interests. So, yeah, this is a global issue. Japan's government isn't sitting idle either. Chief Cabinet Secretary Hayashi Yoshimasa has called the tariffs regrettable, and Trade Minister Yoji Muto has been pushing for exemptions. But so far, no luck. The big question now is, what's next? Will Japan retaliate? Or will it find a way to turn these tariffs into an opportunity? Only time will tell. So, what do you think about these new tariffs? Do you think Japan can turn this situation around and gain a fisherman's benefit? Or will the auto industry take a hit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious.